what's going on in the housing market in Winterville, North Carolina.
And I promise we're going to get to that and all of that right after our intro. So, bro, let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
We get calls and texts all the time at 252-327-3357. And we love talking to you. Do not be shy. Also, don't forget to get our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. Now, with all of that said, let's hit this Winterville housing market.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it. Let's get to that information that we promised.
And we have a lot of news for you in the September 2023 and unpack some of the data that we came and we observed, and we wanted to give you some insight. Hopefully it helps you for making decision.
Okay, so let's talk about the numbers right away. When we look at Winterville in August 2023, we see that there were 59 homes for sale in Winterville, and there was 55 pending homes in this month of August. What about the month before that?
Exactly.
And don't forget it's September, so we can only look at the previous month.
Exactly. Therefore, the inventory, as my wife said, actually, if you compare to the months of July, was 58 homes was active and 42 homes under the contract. And respect to the last year, really, we have active homes just 76 and 61 for under the contract. No?
Right. So if we look at this data and we look at active plus pending, which is homes that are available to buy right now, homes under contract, then we come up with a number and then we divide it by the sold home. So in August, there was 48 homes sold. So I look at 114 divided by 48 and I see that there is a down and dirty number of 2.37 months of supply in Winterville. A lot of this is, again, going to be new construction, and we're going to talk about that more in a minute.
Exactly. And if you're looking at really the inventory, as my wife said, we have 114 homes in the months of August and 100 in months of July, and last year was 132. Therefore, we have a decrease of inventory of 13.63% just from last year to this year.
Now, they are staying longer on the market, though, when we look at that down and dirty rate. Again, a lot of that has to do with new construction. For instance, in July, there was 2.57 months of supply. Last year was 1.86 months of supply, which means we actually have less supply, but we have longer rate time. Why? Because of new construction.
Exactly. But still, we're going to address other factors that actually affect the markets. One of them is average days on the market that could probably $50,000 flip home to that $1 million or over $1 million.
$50,000 flip home in Winterville. That doesn't exist.
Well,
but either way, average days on the market, there was 40 days on the average market. Last month, the month before that was 26, and the months before that, last year was 9. So you can see the average days on the market have increased 344%. However, a lot of it, again, is new construction. So let's talk about that
that's
data.
why all these things is going to affect. And the other thing is really the pricing. The lease price is the one that the home seller or owners actually wish to sell, and the sold price is the one that really sells in the market. And you see at different numbers that might be what somebody wish for or somebody actually
Okay, so let's talk about median list price in Winterville, August 2023. $367,100, whereas the median sale price was $336,750. So you can see a lot of new construction, they have higher prices. It is what it is. The month before that, what was it?
The sold lease price was $275,000, and also the sold price was $355,050.
Now, last year, if we look at this information, we see there was 362. 275, which is an increase of 1.33% of median list price, and then a median sales price was 272,500, which is a 23.58% increase.
Therefore, this tells you what is the situation with their pricing is. Saying that, now we wanted to give you some quick and dirty way of understanding price per square feet. No?
Right. So new construction on general is looking at $166. And there's no townhomes and condos and for sale that are new in this area right now.
At the time of this for winter.
Right.
But it's going to come
in September
soon.
2023. I don't know about soon. But it's not there right now.
And $140 actually for all type of home, but pre-owned.
What about single family home only?
And single family only for the new one is 166. What about the pre-owned?
It was 146 for pre-owned homes,
Exactly.
which means if you own a home, the down and dirty number for single family homes is 146 times whatever your square footage is. That gives you a rough estimate of how your house is actually worth. Of course, your upgrades are going to change it. Now, let's talk about that supply.
And also we had a price reduction. We had 8 price reduction, which was 60% more than the last month's previous months of July. And if you're wondering how many houses sold to the listed, it was 84 respect to the 38, which is still, we decreased almost 47%.
Now, if we look at the supply of new construction in the market this month, this is where we get this more interesting number. If we look at just new construction, 3.3% of all homes sold in Winterville right now, over the month, are 3.3 months of supply in Winterville.
Exactly.
Whereas you have in this right now, 0.8 months of supply of previously owned homes. So you can see there's a huge difference. What about last month?
And last month was 3.1 months of supply for the brand new construction. It's still pre-owned is 0.8 month. And in total, we have 1.3 months of supply respect to the August 1.4. We definitely have an increase of 7.7%.
Now, when we look at the median home value in Winterville, mean versus median. So we're doing the mean now. What is mean?
Mean is basically is the average or weighted.
It's the weighted
and
average.
And the median is the middle number. If you have 5 number, number 3 is going to be the middle.
Okay, so weighted though. Yeah. Okay, so that means we're looking at 270,073 for the Winterville in August 2023. What about the month before that?
And the months before it was 269,458. But if you compare it with the last year, appreciation was 4.3% respect to the last year this time.
Now, with the rental market in Winterville, it's much higher than Greenville because the rental market right now for all bedrooms is 1,502. I don't know where the 02 comes from.
And this is for average for all the bedrooms. And now, this is the time that we wanted to talk about a little bit all this number that we throw at you, what is really we understand from all these numbers.
Right, so make sure you are taking advantage of the market. If you can afford new construction, let's drive around and look at all your options because that's where all the inventory is right now. It is a little less competitive. People are thinking, because not everybody can imagine what the new construction is going to look like. So you will have less competition. It is also first come, first serve typically. So once you pick the one you want, you're kind of, waiting. And that's a great idea because then you're getting everything new roof. So you don't have to worry about roof leaks, getting a new HVAC. So you're not worrying about HVAC leaks. You're not walking into other people's problems.
And don't wait too long. We said that basically the monthly supply increased 1.4 months, but it's still we are away from the normal inventory, which is 3 to 6 months inventory. We are just 1.4 months. Therefore, whatever you are doing, and remember the appreciation was 4.3%. That's why you need to take an action, because every day that you take action early, you'll walk into more appreciation.
Now, you should definitely have a real estate agent that's on your side, that is a buyer's agent working for you as a buyer, because they're going to tell you a good agent's going to tell you, is this house worth the price it is asking for?
Exactly.
Obviously, most houses sell at list price or higher, but sometimes they are asking for too much as well. So having someone who's going to be honest with you about those numbers is really, really important.
And exactly. And if you're dealing really with buying new construction, also you should definitely have a real estate agent, because of all the construction, all the things that is in 40 page of your contract with the builder. Is definitely a real estate agent can be top of all those things and help you to get the safe to the closing table.
Okay, so with the home sellers, if you're a home seller, you're in a slightly different category, right? Obviously, there's not a lot of supply, which is a good for you. You still have to price competitively. I know this is an extreme example, but if you have a house and you think it's worth $1 million and it's only worth $500,000, don't expect a lot of people to show up at the house. In fact, the people who would buy your home aren't showing up to buy the home because you've over-asked. So make sure you're pricing competitively. I know that's an extreme example, but there's been a lot of price reductions in the market lately because people thought they could ask for more.
Exactly.
So make sure that you're pricing competitively, because it's always better to get more people to see your home. That way you're having more options.
And be also prepared for the negotiation. As my wife said, if your house is not the house of the week, and everybody want it. Also,
most houses are going to sell at list price.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like Definitely, you need to look at the data. We had 47% actually sold to listed ratio less. Therefore, if you're going under contract, be prepared for the negotiation or even before when they put the offer for your house.
Okay, so let's talk about when you're this home seller, you need to tell us what the best features are in your home. I do not live in your house. If your shower is amazing and I don't see the amazingness of that shower, I'm just giving you an example, you need to tell me, highlight this amazing shower for all of these features, and I will highlight that. Well, maybe we'll put it in the picture. I'm definitely going to put it into the description. But I do not live there, so tell me what the best features are when you live there. You can tell me what the best things of this house are.
Exactly. And the last thing we wanted to talk about, presenting your home the best way, which is the staging. Definitely take care of everything, decluttering, because that's what's needed to be taking the best pictures that present your house, and that's how people looking online at your house and wanted to see it in person.
And if they come to your house, make sure you put your laundry away. You've put the cockroaches that you're going to feed the snake away so people don't see it, because that's a real house that I've seen recently. It sat on the market forever because these people just didn't put the things away. So as a home buyer, you can say, ew, I don't want to go into this house even.
Exactly.
So get rid of anything that might distract people from seeing the amazingness of your home. Put away your mess, clean it up, make sure you're staged, because then you're going to get more money.
And thank you for being good audience. Don't forget to call us at 252-327-3357 and also support our channel by subscribing in it. We see you in the next video and podcast.